CDC has actually done a real study that answers that question. It's called Guyer, G-U-I-E-R 2000. And it says that the 80% mortality in chronic disease that took place, in mortalities from chronic disease that took place in the 20th century, that almost none of it was attributable to vaccination. It was attributable to hygiene, to sewer plants, better water supplies, to engineering that got oranges.
So, I have to interrupt you.
What was the CDC paper you said attributed improvements in longevity to sewer treatment, for example, not vaccines? I'm looking for that on ChatGPT, and it says it doesn't exist. So what is that?
It's called Guyer. The lead author is Guyer, G-U-I-E-R. There's another one that came out in 1977 that was required reading in virtually every medical school that says the same thing. It actually,
Who's the author of that one?
That one was called McKinley and McKinley.
McKinley and McKinley. That one is not CDC, according to ChatGPT.
That's not. The Guyer is CDC and Johns Hopkins.
Senator Hess. Yes, and just speaking as a doctor, just to close the conversation, thank you for giving Guyer's name. I've looked up the article. The quote is, thus vaccination does not account for the impressive declines in mortality seen in the first half of last century. The reductions in vaccine-preventable diseases, however, are impressive. I'll condense. In the early 1920s, there were about 500,000 annual cases before the introduction of the measles vaccine in the 60s. Because of vaccines, these deaths have been virtually eliminated. So that's the complete context.
I was talking about mortality, Senator.
That's what they're saying. The deaths have been virtually eliminated. Okay. Again, speaking as a physician, I will say I looked up the McKinley articles. There was 3.5 million cases of measles per year before the vaccine came along, and about 550 deaths. And then the vaccine took those to less than 100 and like 0 deaths. So the efficacy of the Macaulay paper was written before, for events before 1950, which is before the vaccine came out. But then the vaccine came out, and that's when cases went from 3.5 million down to near 0, and deaths went to 0 from 550 a year. So a tremendous impact of the vaccination. Senator Alsobrooks.